Why OpenAI just paid $6.5 billion for Jony Ive. In May 2025, Sam Altman and Jony Ive sent shockwaves through Silicon Valley. OpenAI didn't announce a partnership. They acquired him completely. $6.5 billion. No stock market warning, no press buildup, just a seismic shift in the AI world. This wasn't about headcount. It wasn't about direction. OpenAI didn't buy a studio. They bought a vision. They bought the man who shaped how generation touches tech. And with him, 55 handpicked engineers, designers, and creative technologists. Now, OpenAI doesn't just mean models. It's designing the future of machines that feel right. But behind the elegance, lawsuits, flops, scrutiny, let's decode the full story and what you should learn from it. Jony Ive joined Apple in 1992. Back then, Apple was tanking. In 1998, he and Steve Jobs launched the iMac G3, transparent casing, USB first, colorful. It saved Apple from bankruptcy. Next came the iPod. It sold over 400 million units. Then the iPhone. I think everybody knows what the iPhone is. It became the most profitable product in history, over 2.3 billion sold to date. Ive designed the MacBook Air, setting a new standard for portability. He spearheaded the watch, now the world's most popular watch brand. This wasn't just UI polish, this was philosophy translated into form. Jobs said he had the most singular design taste of anyone he'd ever met. After Jobs died, Ive stayed on, but in 2019, he left and launched Loveform, a creative collective. He worked with Airbnb on product redesigns, partnered with Ferrari on EV transitions. He designed the emblem for King Charles III's coronation, but behind the scenes, he was building something deeper. In 2022, he quietly created I/O, short for intuitive outside. It wasn't just about hardware, it was about post-screen interaction. Tech without glowing rectangles, ambient, aware, human. Altman saw more than the aesthetics. He saw empathy delivered through design, and that's what OpenAI needed. In 2024, OpenAI made its first move. It quietly acquired 23% stake in I/O for $1.5 billion at the time. OpenAI's valuation was $90 billion. Fast forwarded to May 2025, Altman bought the rest, all in equity. That meant no cash left in the bank, but OpenAI's valuation skyrocketed. Post-deal, $300 billion. That's a 3x leap in valuation tied to a design acquisition. The deal brought 55 core team members from I/Os into OpenAI's org chart. Not contractors, not partners, employees. Hardware engineers, sound designers, product architects. They didn't relocate. The studios were across the street from each other in San Francisco. Overnight, the culture changed. This wasn't design thinking. It was design embedded in process. Altman built new teams, product incubations, form labs, tactical systems. User experience became a first principle problem. Think aerospace testing, not app mockups. They're now treating AI like a living interface, not a prompt machine. Before this, AI device space was littered with corpse. The human AI pin raised $230 million. It launched in November 2023. Pitch: a screenless voice-first assistant you clip to your shirt. I might need to get one. Reality: overheating, poor UX, $699 price tag, $24 a month subscription. By Q1 2025, Humane sold fewer than 10,000 units. HP bought its IP from scraps, rumored $50 million and shut it down. The Rabbit R1 hyped at CES 2024 also flopped. It was supposed to be a walkie-talkie for the AI age. Consumers called it laggy, developers called it unstable. The startup struggled with delivery and bugs. Ive reportedly said, "These aren't products, these are prototypes." So, OpenAI didn't rush. They analyzed over 30 past AI-first devices. They reverse-engineered usability failures. Why were gestures ignored? Why did voice feel intrusive? Why did heat and lag ruin trust? Then they prototyped. Over 200 physical models were built. They studied pressure points, microphone orientation, speaker tuning, voice resonance was tested in quiet rooms and cafes. They created grip labs to simulate hand fatigue. No launch date, no leaks, no teasers, only refinement. But Design doesn't live in vacuum. When OpenAI unveiled the name IO, a problem emerged. A startup spelled IYO filed a trademark infringement lawsuit. They had previously pitched their concept to OpenAI. They even offered to sell for $200 million. OpenAI declined. They used a name that sounded identical. In April 2025, a California judge granted a temporary restraining order. OpenAI was forced to halt all marketing. Ouch. They pulled the name from internal docs, websites, teaser videos, even the domain was taken offline. Altman called the suit silly and unjust. He released email chains showing no overlap in product concept. Still, it didn't matter. The legal system works on perception and paperwork, not vision. Lesson: even billion-dollar brands can stumble over IP inventions, need protection, and product teams need legal partners at day zero. We still haven't seen it, but leaks, patents, and suppliers movement tell us a lot. Codename: Third Eye. It's not a phone, not AR glasses, not a wristband. It's a desk or pocket companion. Voice first, screenless, always on. Picture an orb or a flat ceramic disc with haptics. Custom chips are reportedly in development via TSMC. Not just for speed, also for privacy. The system will use on-device processing, no always listening cloud mode. Wake words will be edge process. Altman said it will listen without surveilling. Expected battery life: 20 plus hours. It may auto-detect your presence, tone, and stress level. It will not have apps, no widgets. Interaction is conversational. The launch date is set for early 2026. Projected internal revenue forecasts estimate $1 trillion in lifetime values. That would outpace the entire Apple Watch ecosystem. OpenAI's goal creates the most personal AI ever built without screens. This isn't just mega acquisition story, it's a blueprint. Lesson number 1. Empathy isn't soft, it's technical edge. Good design creates trust faster than good math. OpenAI spent $6.5 billion to bake empathy into silicon. Lesson number 2. Flops teach. Most startups ignore failure. OpenAI dissected it. Every mistake in AI hardware, from Google Glass to Rabbit, became a study case. Lesson number 3. Stealth wins until it doesn't. They worked in silence for 2 years. Built demand, teased nothing, but they got hit by legal because they skipped name diligence. Build quiet, but file your IP first. Lesson number 4. Think in categories, not features. Altman called it a third device. That framing unlocked new thinking. It's not a phone, not a laptop, not a variable. It's something else. Language shapes product strategy. Lesson number 5. Vision is expensive, but delusion beats stagnation. OpenAI gave up billions in equity, but now they have a team capable of redefining how humans relate to machines. This isn't just about AI, it's about interface. The next billion users won't use prompts, they'll use presence. I'm Sai. OpenAI didn't just buy a design firm. They bought a new wave of thinking, a new format for machines, one that doesn't scream tech, one that feels like you. This channel isn't for tourists. It's for builders who are willing to learn from a $6.5 billion design lessons of our decade. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and comment. I'll see you guys next time.